Okay, good. So, if Tes Masha Manu Sheina Maskir Yochel Hitzioi Veloy Hasecher Yochel Lotzeis Ad Dienu Mikaidem. Right, it's all this that we said. So Im Hukru Habotim. Now, if, however, the property values have gone up, Yesh La Maskir LaHaisif Olav. The landlord can add. He can add more. He can increase the rent. Now remember, so we're talking here about Einizman Kotzov, obviously.
Of course, because otherwise, if there's a lease, you can't break the terms of the lease, can you?
No. So this is talking Einizman Kotzov.
Yeah, that's what I understood.
Yeah, and the hint in here is he says this that we said that he can't make him Ad Dienu. Right? A Kotzov Haidah doesn't help. Telling him something isn't that's medialai. What medialai? There is no medialai. So he in his words, you can see he's talking about Einizman Kotzov.
Right.
So he can. So listen. So I can't kick you. Not only that, I can't even kick you out till Pesach. Right. Let's say it's in the Yimei Sagishamim. I can't even kick you out till Pesach. But I can tell you, listen, the property values went up, so you have to pay me more. Right, and he can tell the tenant, either give me, listen, I'm not ripping you off. I'm not trying to get you out of here. Right? I'm giving you until Pesach like I'm supposed to. But who knows? Maybe I'll even give you after Pesach. Maybe I'll keep going month to month. Doesn't make a difference.
Does he have to give him a warning, or does he mamish al asar? It charges him or get out now. Immediately.
Yeah, either pay or get out.
It's masma from here. It's telling him, "Mamish, leave now. You can leave like right away. No 30 days, nothing. Goodness.
Right.
Wow.
Either pay, and again, listen, and I'm not ripping you out. It doesn't mean. Remember, you have to look at the words here.
Yeah.
Meaning I can't get him out till Pesach. I'm going to raise the rent. And I'll force them out, right? No. This is dafke b'shaveha. It's dafke that taka the property values went up, and the meaning. Why should I lose out? I can right now. Fine. I don't want to kick you out because I can't kick you out because it's you may say shamim and you can't find another place. At the same time, why should I lose out? And you're paying me less than it's worth now. I could try to get, even though it's hard and you may say Geshamim, whatever, I could try to get somebody else in here who's going to pay me its appropriate value. You're underpaying me. It's almost like a no, you're underpaying me for this property. And we don't have a lease that we agreed on a number. So fine, stay in there, but pay me what it's worth. The Chainim Huzlo Habotim. Same thing. The tenant has, right? Always a balance. The tenant has the same right. If the property values go down, yesh laseicher livchais haschar, v'loimer laseicher lamaskir oisecher likishar shalachshav v'yari beis chalafonecha. Either like, look, what I was paying you before, the whole neighborhood went down. Nobody pays this in this neighborhood anymore. You're not going to find another tenant in this neighborhood, right? Listen, he can't say, I'm gonna pay you less and I'm staying. You can tell him, listen, I'm giving you a choice. I'm not willing to stay. Even you may say, Shom, it's hard for me to find a new place. I'm not willing to pay such an inflated price. It's like I know basically again. I'm not willing to pay an inflated price. So charge me what a normal value the normal value is, or here, take your house. I'm leaving.
Fair enough.
Mihu davke dehis nohachi mekedam azman. So this is specifically that they made a Tanai before the Zman. He's not talking about a Zman Kotzev here.
No.
And V'afal Pisha over Zman Hidah. Right? And even if the time for for that he can be media, that he can tell
I
him.
think what he wants to say,
In other words.
yeah, I think what he's saying over here is that even in Beshaloi Kotzov, Beschidus Loi Kotzov, yeah, even then, it's not poshut. It's not that you can do whatever you want. You have to make a tenai, I think, no? That even though it's not Kotzov, but the price stays the same, wie lang that the market value stays the same. I mean, but you have to make it night, otherwise you can't do this. It's even
And
by
I think what he means mekoidem azman, meaning like if it's month to month. You
yeah,
can't
yeah.
tell him in the middle of the month, give me what's it called?
In the
So
middle of the month,
right,
not.
you can tell him for it's month to month, or let's say it's week to week, whatever it is. So on the new week or the new month,
Yeah, but the next exactly, but the next time period that by the next wage that you're gonna schedule that you're gonna give me. But even then, it has to be. You have to make it tonight. It says
right,
when is it?
right,
When is
right. You
it?
can't just right. Yeah, you have to discuss it.
Yeah. When is this? Before he moves in or what?
No. This is he's in there.
He's in there already,
He's
right?
in there. He's in there,
Well,
right? And you told him
when he says over here,
you
when he
told
says
him
here,
$500 a month.
yeah,
You right? It's not Zman Kotov. We
right.
didn't say how long, but I told you it's 500 a month. Okay, now let's say you're in there 3 months. We've each month you came and paid me, fine. All of a sudden, 1 month I come to you, I tell you, listen, if you've noticed, I'll look around you. All the rents went up in this area, so it's only fair. Either pay me $600 because this is what people are paying now in this area, or leave, right? But I can't tell. It doesn't work by itself. Meaning, just because the property values went up, you don't have to pay me 600, right? Like the mechaber continues. Im amdu bistam mistam medaitem hoyalas charadishin. As long as you didn't say nothing to me, I don't care how many months pass. Let's say I'm in there 3 more months after the property values have gone up, but you didn't say nothing. Then I'm sorry, we're still at the same 500. It doesn't automatically go to 600.
Now I understand when it says over here, mihu davket shezu hochi mekedem azman means by the next
The
before
next
the next
renewal,
yeah
the
before
next
the
month to month,
next
yeah,
week, however they're
or
working it
week or
out.
whatever, yeah, whatever it was.
It says because the mazman the alpha pishavar is man heidah was made this that even though the time period passed when they
Meaning you would think, I'm sorry, but it's like Zman Kotzov because you can't get rid of him till Pesach. So even though I can't kick him out because of the Zman, meaning it's already let's say Sukkot. It's okay. It's a Shchedesh. It's the middle of Cheshvan. I'm telling him this. I can't get him out till Pesach. So it's already the Zman Heidah passed. The Zman Heidah is Tesvav Elul.
Taka,
Right?
because the thing of the winter of the 6 months, that's by Ein Kotsuv, remember? That's by Ein Kotsuv.
Right.
Right.
Right. So
And then
on the one hand, mitzad I can't kick him out. It becomes like a kotzuv. But it
right.
doesn't become like that mitzad our money deal.
So you can kick him out, but you do have the rights to raise the money. And what if the guy says I don't want to pay?
So you have the right to raise the money if the market went up. You can't
Yeah.
just stop, go and raise. And in other words, you can't use it as a trick to get him out.
No. But let's say you raise the money up, right? And it's in the middle of the winter,
Too bad. He's got to either pay it or leave.
even in the middle of the winter.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. Afal pisha over his money do.
What's the mashmos of those words? Shabbat man haydah?
That meaning that it's past Tesvavel is the mashmos. Or lavdafka. The reason he uses it more vaguely is because it could also be It could also be it's the 12 months in a krach or whatever.
Yeah,
Right? It was I have to
all the 30 days,
give him 12 months in advance in a krach.
all the 30 days
Or the 30, right? Yeah, or the 30, or the Meisak Shamim, whichever
or,
one.
all the 3 years according to that
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
You know?
Right. V'chulu.
Yeah.
In all these cases, now the value goes up. Listen, I can't stop make a trick and tell you it's higher. I'm charging you more. But Taka, the rental in this area went up. Everybody else on the where this store is, right?
Yeah.
It's everybody else is paying 600. I'm only charging you 500. Listen, so pay me 600 like everybody else. I'm giving you your 3 years.
Right.
But you have to pay me, or if not, then I can say then get out. Either pay me or get out. And the opposite way around also. The tenant has, again, like we said, everything is always balanced.
And how do you pshat aval im omdu bestam means that if
They didn't say nothing. He
they
didn't tell us.
right.
So as long as I didn't tell you, even though Taka, the property values went up, or even Taka, the property values went down, whichever way, right? But until I say something, I'm going to pay what we initially agreed was the month to month. Well, I have the right to renegotiate it now.
Yeah.
For the upcoming Zman, right? When the next month or next week or whatever it is will come, I have the right to renegotiate it.
Right.
But if we didn't say nothing, then for better for worse, I keep paying you the same thing.
Right. Okay.
Okay. Zok derama v'chein im sachir l'zman kotzov. Afal pishan isyakir abot ma'ihuzlo einan yichayil l'shanis. Ra kefi shehitnu. On the right, somebody on the other hand, which is funny. It's funny that he uses the word v'chein. It throws you off. But right,
I don't think that he's very good. He's saying that there's a din in common by Zman Kotzov and Zman Kotzov. So he's saying Hagam that the Mechaber is talking about ein Zman Kotzov, right? The same thing.
He's saying fine, but because the word v'chein is a weird intro to that. It should be avol or whatever, like V'chein means so too.
The same thing. The same thing.
You're showing a contrast. Usually v'chein means you're showing a comparison, not a contrast.
Right.
He's bringing a contrast and uses the word v'chein. It's a little weird, but
you mean it's not the same thing?
Right. He's right. It's the opposite. You cannot renegotiate the price.
It means as they wrote in the lease, the amount which was specified in the lease.
Yeah, you can't renegotiate it. Even the prices went up, even the prices went down. Sorry, buddy, this is what we agreed to, and we agreed Zman Kotzov, and that's what you're paying me for the whole Zman Kotzov. So if it benefits me or if it's against me and it benefits you against you, it doesn't make a difference. That was our agreement. Zman Kotzov. You can't renegotiate this thing.
I don't want to kvetch, but I think he might mean to say that the same thing as you see by the Mechaber's case, which is when it's not Kotzuv, right? It says over there, V'chein hisnu. It says also hisnu. There's something in common over there. Mihu davka de hisnu ochim bekedem. It's Ken Zayin that he's saying that you apply the same principle of hisnu.
Yeah, or maybe he's continuing off the first v'chein because he has v'chein im huzlu. So maybe he's like continuing off of that, right? Do you
see what I'm saying over here? Mihu davka the hisnu. Yeah? I think it's continuous hisnu. Punkta zoivi in the same way as you have hisnu in the case.
So by the Kotzov, the hisnu was all
adapting the rule.
I can buy that.
Adapting the rule which reflects differently in the case
Right,
of kotzer. But
the hisnu here and the hisnu there is
it's
different.
different.
They both go by this manche hisnu.
So yeah.
I can buy that. I can buy that. Good.
I don't
Good
I don't know what else to tell you, you know.
no, that like yeah, I can go with that. Mi weiter in Drama, mi shesacher bais lechaveri, v'hoya oyavei, v'nasa soinei, en yochel hitzim in a bais. He rented a house to his friend. Now, meaning this would he doesn't specify. So at first glance, this would mean sai kotzov and sai ain't kotzov. Well, no, it can't be kotzov because kotzov I can't get you out anyways. So it must be talking ain't kotzov, right? And I'm letting you go month to month, and now I don't like you anymore. Well, too bad. You still have to give like everybody else.
I don't understand what the pshat over here is. He doesn't give me an excuse that the reason I'm taking you out is because I hate you.
No, so that's he's going to say weiter. I think this is just the setup phrase.
Because it says and as if to say that's only if he told if he didn't tell him lechatchila. But if he told him lechatchila, that
it's by this is a very it's a very vague thing he's saying here. What is it? Meaning without a hidah, because the fact that I told you that it's only because I love you and now I don't love you, so it's like a hidah. What's he saying here? What? So now I don't have to give you a hidah. Being that I told you it's only because I love you, I can throw you out in the middle of the winter.
It's mamish,
and it's also like a midas daim, like you know.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody says anything. Here, look in the Nesivis.
To the Choshen. Okay, we'll do that also.
Yeah.
לפי נזדייתי דכאן גם כן מיירי דווקא שהבייס לא היה עומד אצלו להזכיר רק לזה הזכיר משום שהוא אוהבי. גם גיל הדייתו שמזכיר לו רק משום באמס, he wouldn't have
he wasn't going to even rent this house out. It wasn't like he just
now because let's say it's too nice, you know, he doesn't want hezekus on his house, but his friend,
he's doing him like a special favor in the first
special favor he did for him, right? משום שהוא אוהבי, וגם גיל הדייתו שמזכיר לו רק משום שהוא אוהבי, אז יוכל להציעי. דומי דהוד סימן זיין זבדן דאיקה אומדנה דמוכח. וכן בשרש הדין גב האיש אבל בסתם מזכיר בייס שהאמר לסחירו, אפילו האמר בפרש מחמד שהוא אוהבי, אפילו האמר תנאי בפרש לא מהני עד קויפלת את תנאי. וכן שם איש מזכיר, אפילו אם הויסו אמרת, אני מזכיר, I don't really understand it.
It's basically saying it's not so simple that any guy, you like him and now you hate him, you can just kick him out. It's talking in a case where it's a special favor he wouldn't have done for anybody else, and he mamish only did it because he loves him. So then the second he does so, if he doesn't love him anymore, he hates him now. So listen, you should have known that if you'll do things that make him not like you, and he only did this for you for like a special favor, he wouldn't have rented it to somebody otherwise. So it's like in the first place.
Oh, he says, I'm looking at the Aruch HaShulchan, and he says, over here he's talking about B'maskir Kavua. The Aruch HaShulchan says that this Ramo is talking about Maskir Kavua.
It wasn't made like that. In other words, he gave him.
I'll read what he says, word for word. Kosa Rabbeinu Haramo b'seif tes משסוחר בייס לחברוי, והויו אהבי, ונעשה סייני, אינו יוכל להוציאו מן הבייס, אינו מן הבייס. אם אומר לי, מתחילה, שאינו משכילו רק משום שהוא אוהבוי, ונעשה סייני יוכל להוציאו עד כאן לשוינוי. זאת אורך השולחן, וזהו במזכירוי לזמן קבוע, או אפילו בסתם. רק שאינו יוכל להוציאו בלי הוידול מקודם. ומה שכוסף זה בהזכירוי מפני הבוסי נעשה סיינוי, יוכל להוציאו זהו כשאומר לי בפירוש איני משכיל לך בי זה רק מפני הבוסכו. ובלא זה לא הייתי משכיל לך. זהו כתנאי. You understand?
Right. So what he's saying here is none of this overrides anything that we've said here before.
Nothing.
If it's Katsuv, it's Katsuv.
But he said
If
because he
it's
said
Sam,
the
if it's Sam, you have to be Medea him. This is a special case where he was very, very clear. I'm doing you a favor as a personal friend. This is not a normal rental I'm giving.
So
I'm not even renting out this property. I wouldn't do this for anybody else. I'm doing you a special favor because of my love for you here.
Right. So since it said befeirush as das gestellt hat als Tanai, so
Yeah.
then that's why it can override.
But it's almost like it's almost like
Yeah.
it's almost like if I were to rent it to you bistam month to month, right? The case where I tell you, but I can, but it's al tanai that I can get you out at any time.
So then he says, "Lo ha'isi maskiru lecho." Right? He said, "Kishomer befeirush eini maskir lecho by zeh rak mipnei havoscho velo zeh lo ha'isi maskir lecho." Right? Okay. Then he said, "Zeu ketnai." Deim loy kein af כשאומר לי הנני מזכיר לך מפני אבוסך ונעשה סייני אינו יוכל להוציא דאין זה תנאי ולא גילו דאס גומר. He has to say, he can't just tell him I'm giving it to you because I like you. No.
Right.
That's the only that's not kafel.
Right, he's making it a specific tonight to the rental.
He's telling him like this. He said, the only reason I'm giving it to you because I like you, and if I wouldn't like you, I wouldn't give it to you.
Right. So then it's like you're making a tonight that the second I won't like you, I'm already media bi'achshav.
Right. Exactly. And that's the kavanah of the Nesivos when he says b'tanai kafel.
Yeah. Right. That right. That A, I'm only giving you like this, and B, the second I won't like you. Yeah.
And, and if you don't say it like that, it's not a good tonight.
Yeah.
Then he said the davka is. Then he says more than this. I mean, so then he says, you have the ain't tonight below gilu das gomor. Choshen, he says he quotes it. Choshen vafilu keshomer le eini maskiru lecho rak mipnei avoscho velo ze lo haisi maskiru lecho. Zeu davka keshasoicher gorom hasina.
Right. It's only when because since the seicher is the one who did this, who did something to destroy the friendship, so therefore it's like ideally. If it was mitzad the maskir, so how should the seicher know that?
And how does he know this? He brings down an Imuka Yosef and also a Taz somewhere. Where would the Taz be over here?
Turizov right here. It's I don't know if you have the same one. By me, it's right over here. Turizov.
I have it too. I think we should take him to this. Nearly Hainu Davka de Goram Asina he bepshias haseicher.
Yeah.
So that's okay. Do Perek Asher Bahi Isto. I think we should be me'oder, Rabbi, the rabbi of these things that we discovered.
Yeah,
because I think it's very wichtig. It's
you know what? Honestly, this it's so funny how such a big sugya. It's almost like hidden in a little by the way thing that Amos said. But honestly, this what we're doing, this what we're talking about right now,
Yeah,
I think in a way is more relevant to today than almost anything else we spoke of here.
of course.
And I'll tell you
These,
why. I'll tell you why.
yeah.
All these other things we spoke about, Stamazah, you have a contract. This thing we're speaking about now applies to almost every case before Besdin. Not almost every, because a lot of times it's people,
Who ticked off who?
right? Because a lot of no, because a lot of times, when
Yeah,
something comes before Besdin, it's not the thing. It's these two people became soinim. And now, right? Because if they loved each other, they wouldn't even bring each other before Besdin. They would just work it out. But what? Now they want to shtech each other. They bring each other to Besdin. It's such a relevant topic here.
yeah,
So now the Besdin has to go, wait, time out. Who started shteching who, and who was
exactly.
it called, and
So anyway, it's so ve'afilu amar tanai befeirush lemahane ad shechulek tanoi. I'm also underlining that in the Nesivos.
yeah.
He says he said the Ketzos HaChoshen says it. I don't have it in my Ketzos HaChoshen. Maybe he had it.
Um, I don't have it.
The
My
the
place
the,
here
the
says,
Aruch HaShulchan quoted that it's only a Tanai only with Gilui Das, and Gilui Das is only
no,
with
you know
Tanai
what? It
Kosov.
could be because it
Yeah, I
could
don't
be
have it.
it could be because it's not here. Because
It could be somewhere else.
no, because the Kitzais here says Ayin Mashikosafti Besim and Shinyu Tes Sivkot Nalef.
Okay, it's Kedai Nish yet, but I think I'll underline
It's
that and
the same statement.
I will check it out. Yeah.
Test. It's right here.
Okay, sorry for that. I just what I think I didn't want to be mafsik you,
Oh,
but I thought it was
one
important
second.
that
I want to let's. It's in the same thing. It's right here. It's hereby just a little bit right there.
can you test
Yes,
right?
yes. Kitzais Acheshin Aleph. Oishit. So it's talking about Mishnah Beis Lebeis Lebeis Chaveis Lemedaite. Oishito Ache Hichnis Pereisov Vinichem Vaholach. יש לבעל לימחר להם איסמא פלס כדי ליטן שחל הפלם. מייציא מייסם, משליך מייסם לשוק. Fine. So what does he say here?
Because I'm Muka Yosef. Davke I gab the ach ist the diet automaskele maskele ben gebeden de man die door geshoy فتي من شيس خلال
It's like a
here we
two-page,
go
it's a
ومزاك
two-page
also
thing.
yeah
Oh,
בסימן שניות בייס, סעיף
yeah,
טס. אם פירש ואומר שמאסקי לא מפני שהוא אהבי, ואחר כך נעשה סיינו, יוכל לא יציאה אין שם, ותמיע לי טובה, כיוון דלא היסנה, בדין תנאי, היכי מהנה, right?
yeah,
פרש, מפני שהוא אהבי, דהו לא כל שאינו כתנאי בני בגוד בני, ותנאי כופל המייסה קיים בתנאי בוטל. כך כוסף מעריק בשביל, here it is, this is a מקויר.
yeah.
I'm Baruch Hashem.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
Beautiful thing here.
I think we have to be married. I mean, you want to do this? You want to text him? I mean, he's busy now with
Yeah,
with
he's busy. He's very busy now, but
he should have it in his when he has time. He should look at it.
yeah, I'm assuming he probably did already, but I don't know if he plans on covering it, but it'd be interesting if he could
I don't remember him talking about it in the share.
No, because we didn't. I don't think we did test yet.
No?
No, I think we got only till the end of Ches. That's
Very
all.
good. Oh, I didn't know. You see, so maybe that's why.
That's going to be, I think, in the beginning of this week's year.
Sehr gut.
Fine. So Sme Sifkot Dalid. Right, the Hisnu Hachi Kedem Azman.
I'm sorry, what are you saying now?
The Sme in Shinyud base Sme
You
Sifkot
Dalit?
Dalid. Yeah, so he's talking about what the Mechaber said. Mihu Dafke the Hisnu Hachi Kedem Azman. Right, you can't go back. You have to you can only do from now forward. Pirush what is it? The Balabayis Yem Lasecher Mikan Vehala. He's making very clear what it means. Mihu Dafka Dehisnu Hach Mekedem Azman, meaning I can't go back and tell you, from the last payment. No. It only goes. It's month to month. I can ask you from this coming up payment and on. Right?
Yeah.
It's only Mikan Vehala. Im tirtze lo de bebeisi tzarich hat litin likach lechidish kefi, right? And again, you can't just make up amounts. Kefi mashanis yakru abatim, based on the market value that went up.
Yeah.
V'im lo tirtze litin li kach lekach say miyad. Obviously, miyad means at the end of the period that he paid for, meaning let's say it's the middle of the month. So get out at the end of the month, but without the full lamed yaim or yud beis chedesh v'chulu v'chulu.
Okay, but he's not giving you an exact date. He's telling you the motives, the
No, he's telling you.
criteria. He's not telling you.
Right.
Can you tell him? Can you tell him a day before? Huh?
The ein tzarich litin leizman shleishim yaim. Right? So meaning, he's clarifying it. I come to you, okay, we decided month to month, it'll start the beginning of the right, the Shchedish Cheshvan, you're going to pay me for Cheshvan, the Shchedish Kislev, you'll pay me for Kislev, fine. You'll come to me now, you'd base Cheshvan. You can't tell me, pay me for Cheshvan, the new amount. You can tell me starting Kislev, right? Because we have a month to month. We're going month to month here. Starting Kislev, pay me the higher market value.
When is he telling him that? 30 days before?
Telling him no on Yud Beis Cheshvan.
How about Chof Tes Cheshvan?
Or Chof Tes, doesn't make a difference. Whatever it is, doesn't make a difference. Yeah. I'm just saying Yud Beis because he can't tell him to get out on Yud Gimel. Why? Because he already paid for Cheshvan. So okay, but there's no lamed yaim from Yud Beis Cheshvan until the Shchedish Kislev.
That's what I'm saying.
I can tell him, listen, either pay more the Shchedish Kislev or get out the Shchedish Kislev.
So what's the lashon over here? Afa b'shavar zman ha'idor pirush she'avru lahalamed yaim she'tzrichim lo'idea ha'maski le'asoiche she'yetze yochel ze leimer lo'yitze miyad oi ten schirus kefi shar ha'yeker shehu leis ato. Yeah?
Yeah.
אבל אם כבר דור בוי, אין יוכל להוציאו מיד כפי היוקר דל מפריע. If
right,
he's
so
living there already, he can't adjust it retroactively.
It's on the right. I can't tell you, no. Pay me also for the last 3 months or get out. No, I can't do that. I can tell you, pay me for the upcoming months or get out.
In the new time period.
Not but I can't tell you on. I can't tell you, pay me for last month also.
There's two things over here. I can't charge you retroactively lemafreya, the new price, right? And I also moving forward, I can only raise it from the new period and up.
Right.
I can't do it like from today on.
Right, I can, because there's ours man is month to month and it goes till the end of this month.
So let me talk in Rosh Chodesh, yeah? Rosh Chodesh on, it's going up.
Yeah, from the night Rosh Chodesh, that's still the Nayis Chirus.
The Nayis Chirus, but
or you have the option, you don't want to get out. But
he doesn't need Lamed Yem. That's the pshat.
Right, I feel on Lamed Yem.
And also Yud Beis
Chedesh
or Gimoshonim, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Or these are exceptions to the rules. These are exceptions to the rules of Lamed Yom and
right, because and again it goes in the spirit of fairness to everybody. Because the only reason you're in there is that halacha is requiring the balabas to do you a favor.
Yeah.
And you weren't Katzav Zman. But because it's going to be hard for you to find the place, he has to leave you there. The halacha requires him to do this favor and leave you there till Pesach. But why we should require him to do such a favor that he loses out on the amount of schiris that he could rightfully get?
That not.
We're not going to demand of him. It's not fair.
It's not fair, right?
Yeah.
So that would be an exception to the rule.
Yeah.
That normally
he can't kick you out. But the Cholach Afach is pay him what's a valid rental for this place, right? But Takya, he can't jump on you and tell you in advance. He has to come to you and tell you about it, and then it can only work from there and forward. It's a beautiful. The whole thing is being very, very fair both to the Seichel and to the Maskin.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember, this is going. This is going on both sides, both ways.
Yeah. And this is what it says. And this is what the Mechaber continues. Avalim amdu b'stam. I didn't say nothing. Then we continue at the prior rate. Okay. So he's basically explaining very good the Mechaber, this man.
Yeah.
He's not adding any chedushim to it or anything. He's just clarifying very good what the Mechaber means here.
Yeah.
Okay, so now the Smeh continues. Sifkat and Tezvav and Ramah v'cheinim sachru l'zman kotzel v'chulu. Gam ha-Mechaber abba atzmei kosav din ze miyad achar ze b'sif yud ayin shom.
In this simon?
Yeah.
Yeah. But then Moshe Iskiru Stam, but
this is the thing that we saw in the Sikumim, where that the Ramah says it in a slightly different wording.
Yeah, but does it have a mashmos, a different mashmos, or what?
There's a discussion about what's he adding here. So why? So what
it seems the Smeh doesn't think there's any difference. No, I mean that's what it seems, because he's not massive.
You're right, that's what it seems. But is okay, fine. Let's look at the Shach. Gamma make the same thing. Shach Yud.
Agav shitva loy ra muram. Ad kan the show Smeh. Feels that is
Right. So see. So here, so basically, the Smeh said he didn't see that, which is a funny thing to say. What did
yeah, I know.
That Ahmad didn't do a once through of the Shulchan Aruch before he wrote his Pedish. Come on. Or maybe he was missing a piece or something. All right. So now says the Shach.
Yes. חידש כאן דקוי הדברי המחבר שכוסף, ואף על פי שעובר הזמן. רואה את זה שאף על פי שזכור לזמן, right? ודור בוי אחר הזמן בסתם, אף על פי שנסיקרו, הוא זה אינו יוכל לשנוס, ליתן בעד מה שדור יוצר, הזמן כפי היוקר, וכך זה ריבוש.
Meaning what he's saying is,
you can't go backwards.
Ramah is not talking about, right? The Mechaber said, "B'skir b'stam, but b'skir lizman." He's coming to add, and by the way, this would make the v'chein also make a lot of sense.
Why?
He's talking about if he was seichel lizman kotzuv, and now this man kotzuv ends, and we're going month to month. And we didn't say nothing.
That's what he says over here.
Right. So that's what so Ramah says no. It's not talking about not only bistam, but it's also bistam, if it was kotzuv, and then this man that kotzuv finished, and you continued month to month.
Do you have a minute that's any different to stam without kotzuv before?
Yeah. I'll tell you why is a have a minute.
What's the svara?
It's tell you the have a minute. When it's bistam, we're kotzuv month to month, And I'm gonna naturally assume that next month will be the same as all the prior months because you didn't tell me nothing. You might think if it was Kotzev Leizman, your lease is up, and now there's a different market value. Why should it continue at the original price that was in your lease? Your lease is done. It's a new deal. Afilu hachi. If you didn't tell me, it stays at that price. That's his chiddush.
That's a chiddush
You might think that once your lease is done, it automatically adjusts by market. I can say, listen, look at it. I didn't agree to continue leasing to you, and it was Kotzev Leizman. I told you that for that period it would be that much, but now the market values went up. I didn't have to tell you the market values went up. No, you have to tell him. That's so the Rama says.
Unless he spoke about it.
Right. Meaning that was so. What's the difference between here and Stam that the Rama is being mechadish? Because Bistam we were going month to month like this, so you would assume it's not going to change. But here there's a difference that there was a lease that ended.
Yeah.
So you might think that the month that the monthly amount that was in the lease is no longer valid. I can't go on that anymore.
So what he's saying is that the Ramon and Mechaber are talking two different cases.
Yeah, the Rama is adding.
He's adding. I'm saying
not only Bistam, but also so you can say he's talking about a kotzel, right? No, but that the Mechaber says the next sif.
Yeah.
So the Rama wants to add, and how about in another case that the Mechaber doesn't talk about, when it was Kavalei Zman, but that Zman finished, there also it's going to be the same like by Stam. It's not going to be like it's going to be also the same thing that you have to tell him first. You can't just right, because I'm going to ask which one is it like.
I mean, it's a beautiful pshat in the Ramah, but it loved Davka that the Mechaber in Seif Yud would argue with him. He's just not talking about that.
No. He's not arguing on the Mechaber. He's adding a case that falls in the line.
It's a chiddush, you know.
He's adding a case that falls in between the lines that the Mechaber is talking about, because the Mechaber only talks about two cases: Ader b'stam, Ader b'kotzev leizman.
Right.
But when the Mechaber is talking about Kotzev Leizman, he's talking about within the Zman. That was Kotzev. So the Rama comes and asks a new case. How about if it was Kotzev Leizman, but the Zman ended and now it's going month to month?
Then you might have thought that
since the lease ended, it automatically goes up to market value.
Or it goes down if it's coming from the Soicha.
Right.
It goes both ways.
Yeah. You know what
I'm saying?
100%. Right. Or automatically he'll come and say, no, listen, my lease.
If the prices went down,
my lease was done. My lease is done already, and now we're month to month. I'm gonna what's it called? For the last 3 months, you're coming and asking me the same how I was paying you in the lease. Hey, but wait a second, the market values went down.
He has to make it his business. A soicher has to make it his business to talk to the masker to lower it down.
It's balanced. All this goes both ways. Yeah.
Okay. Fine.
Oh yeah, Matev.
Wow, it's mamish. We're juicing it up over here. You know.
I'm telling you, such a sif like this, right? Such a sif like this. And you start to understand so clear, right? The matan of Aserat uns gegeben auf Sinai.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
This is the matana right here. It's
I want to tell you something. I don't want to be mafsik in what we're saying. I just wanted to know that the last 3 weeks in Teda Eir, which I mishtaded to learn every Shabbos, talks about the Oir Kadma.
Even on Shabbos, we're doing the same thing.
Yeah. The Oir Kadma, that the Ebisha was melabesh in the Teda, which is the Hava Mesuteres. It's all brought down there. It said, when you learn, you see Poshet the Hava over there. You see the Geschmackkeit over there.
Right, it's Megale. It brings out the
The Rebbe brings down that the anicle of the Baal Shem Tov, wie heißt he brings it down b'shem Ziknoi. One of his aniklach. The Rebbe brings down second two that this is from the Alter Rebbe brings it down from the Baal Shem Tov. Really, it's not really like like it was a known thing that the Or Kadma was they said Leosid Lovo. It says in Medrash. It's the Or Kadma. There was Gonus, the Or HaGonus. The Baal Shem said, where did he hide it? Medrash says he hid it. Where did he hide it?
Where?
He hid in the Torah. And that, says the Baal Shem Tov, is what it increases the hava of a yid, brings out the hava mesuteres. That it's not only mesuteres mitzad that it's hidden by you because of all the problems that we have when we're in Olam Hazeh, but it comes from a mokum muster. Melechatchila.
As Kumtais, he didn't hide it from us, he hid it for us.
Or us, yeah, exactly.
And we know where to find it.
Anyway, let's go further. Beautiful.
Okay, Yud, Vamed var mamurim sheskir stam mechaber, avlim iskir lizman yodua, afal bishni sakra, but my uzlu, einam yechelim leila heisif, v'leila gleya. Pashit, right? Zog the Shach, Sifkat Yud Aleph, v'leila gleya.
The Mesa Seicher, Reitz Mayosh Lachzer.
In the Kamon Simin Shin Lamed Dalid.
What does Lachzer mean? To make it cheaper?
They want to go back on what the father agreed on.
But I assume they live there, no?
Well, they can't live there because how can they live there? There's a seicher in there.
Oh, it means a circle roitzim a yorshim of the maskim.
Oh no. Oh, by the way, no, sorry, I'm wrong. You're right. The seicher dies.
The soicher dies, right? So the yorshim of the soicher.
He's dead. Right? Why we should pay you the rental? He's dead.
My question is, are they
opposite? It's almost the opposite of the balabas who comes and says, "My house fell down. I need somewhere to live." They're saying his life fell down. He doesn't need somewhere to live.
So what's the pshat over here? That the Yorshim are not living there.
No, the father's living there.
Huh?
The father's living there, and
the tata is avek. The seicher is avek. Yeah.
But
now the masculine is going to the Yorshim and say, even though your father's not living there and you're not living there, but since we signed the lease.
It's man kavua. It's man kavua.
Yeah. So I need to get paid regardless.
Right. It's a lease. It's a lease, and you're the Yerishim. You're the Yerishim. So just like you get his assets, you get his debts. This is a debt. Listen, you want come live there, don't come live there, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But we rented it Lizman Kavua. And the deal is by Zman Kavua is Yechayev to keep paying.
So what it says? I'm looking at the Aruch Shulchan to see if he brings it down.
Well, it's in Shin Lamed Daled. It's
where we have it here, not Shin Lamed
Daled. It's a whole other sugya. He's just pointing out that, by the way, there's a connected sugya that's related to this later on in Shin Lamed Daled.
Does he say which seif?
It doesn't say which seif here, I don't think. No. There's only 4 seifim, but
yeah. The Imace, let me see.
Funny because it's not even talking about the same. Doesn't even look like it's talking about the same sugi in the club.
No. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't see the halacha even.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's on, I don't even see that it's talking about this sugya.
No,
It's talking about a pail.
right.
It's talking about different einsim that have to a pail, and then does he still have to? Does he have to return the schar that he received in advance and all these kind of things? It could be it's hidden somewhere in the.
Yeah, it's
Anyway,
not in the Mechaber
but
Amoy.
that's a whole different sugi. It's just the shach is letting
Yeah,
us know that somewhat connected to this is that sugi over there of what happens if it's kavali's man, and it's not a matter of nisyak or huzlu, but the guy passes away. Then what? Then there's what's the yoshim. So that's
okay.
anyway. Nafal beis hamaskir shohoya darbe. The landlord's house, the one that he himself lives in, falls down, collapses. Harize yochel lahitzi aseichen mi beisi. Ve'omer lei Eini badin sheti ate yesh beveisi.
I don't think this is
Achatim
talking. I
tamakim.
don't think this is talking about when there was
No, not it's not by
Kotzov.
no
It's
no
not Kotzov.
it's by Bistam.
It's
It's
Stam. It
by
has to be
Bistam.
Stam, right?
I don't think, and I think he'll be clear about that shortly.
Yeah.
Right? You see,
No by no for Bais Bais Hamaski shoy dor bo har ze yochel lehoitzi hasoicher mi beisoi
right.
ve'omer loy eine bedin sheti ato yoshe bebeisi. Achatim
Achatim
tamakim.
tamakim. Bani mushlich baderech.
Yani dam gesuche Stam besuche lesman yadua einu yochel lehoitzi oitoch zmanoi.
Yeah.
This is what it
Right.
says.
Dafke Bistam, but
This is
say
what the Gemara says.
doesn't
What are
work.
you better? What are you better than I am? That's the Gemara.
Right, because the whole reason you have to give him you have to be media him is to do him a favor because it's going to be hard for him to find somewhere to live. So he's saying the Torah doesn't require me to do that when I myself don't have a place to live.
Exactly.
And not just that, it wasn't that I didn't have the ability to tell you. I didn't know my house is going to collapse. My house just collapsed. I need a place to live. So get out because we don't have a lease. And why yeah, I talk to the Torah requires me to do you a favor. So but it didn't require me that I myself don't have a place to live. However, by Zman Yudua, I'm sorry, you sold it to him. It's his or the use at least, even though the property, the pashtus, is still yours. You sold him the use. It's a mecher. A mecher, I can't get you out. Even though, did we see already there was certain cases where like if it's going to be the mifkidi la'akum or whatever that we saw that in that case maybe there's
Yeah.
but
That's with a bully, right? The mice with a bully.
the bully, the akum, the what's it called, meaning where the problem he's gonna lose the house forever or something.
Then you can throw him. You can
Right. So that was a unique case.
That was a drastic measure.
Yeah.
Because
But with Derek Klal, it's a mecher. So I don't have a place to live, but you know it's like if I'm gonna sell my house to somebody, right? Not renting. I'm gonna sell my house to somebody. And 5 months later, I knock on his door and say, I don't have a place to live. Get out. I'm sorry, you sold it to me. It's mine. It's not yours.
Exactly.
So by Zman Yadua, that doesn't work. By Bistam, he can tell him that you're no better than I am.
Yeah.
Smeh, Yochel Haitzi Aseich Mi Beisi.
Nile dehainu davka keshvar dor bo lamed yem. Aber betech lamed yem arishonim leschirus. It's true. He paid for it.
Right.
That's the mecher. That's for the first 30 days. It's a mecher. You can't throw him out.
Right. It's funny because really, Bistam is also a mecher.
Yeah. In the time that he paid. Yeah.
It's a mecher month to month.
Month to month. Yeah. Even the ein schirus poches melamed yem. אבל אני כשהזכירו, לא עם הדקוס המחבר, אחר זה מיד, דאינו יוכל לא יציע בצריך זמנו. Yeah.
Right. Right. So now that's money. The only
Yeah.
difference,
It's the same thing.
right. The only difference is between Stam and Zman Yadua is this Zman Yadua. I already know it's going to go on for another however many months.
And this one, at the end of the month, is
Stam,
out.
it's each month it becomes a new
Exactly.
question,
But
and that's why I put the Lamed game.
but
Because Lamed game
the month itself, in the month itself, it's the mecher.
yeah. I already pay you for it. You can't tell me, right? Let's go back to the thing. It's Chodesh Cheshvan. I paid you for Cheshvan. Now it's Yud Beis Cheshvan. Cheshvan, your house collapsed. I can tell you my house collapsed. Get out to the Chodesh Kislev.
Yeah.
I can't tell you get out now. Yud Beis Cheshvan. Yeah. Ad Shetimtza Makim. Right. That he tells them that right that the halacha doesn't require me doesn't require that you'll be in my house until you find a place. And again, like similar like you just said, right? That it's not talking about that I can kick you out in the middle of the month you paid for, but meaning I don't have to give you an extra the additional hidah of 30 days or
30 days, Yemei HaGshomim, Yud Beis Chodesh, or Shalosh Shonim.
No, the Shalosh Shonim doesn't count. Because it's a storefront, it's not a bayis loaded by. So unless it's tired to live there, maybe. I don't know.
No, but what about, does this apply now? Does this apply that whatever the tainas are going back, Hinu Tzurik, with the mask and the soicher, when you get to Dira, does it also apply by storefront? Like,
meaning my store. Oh, it's a good question. Like my store collapsed. So now why are you better than me? That
or is this restricted only to Libel? Is this a shaila? I think it should be asked.
That's a good shaila. Right. Let's say it's not my house collapsed. Let's say my store collapsed. And now
why is your livelihood more than mine? Exactly. Why is your livelihood more important than my livelihood?
Very good. I'm interested. So who discusses this? Very good.
I'm sure Meretzach wegen dem.
It has to be, right? Somebody has to discuss this.
Because it's but I'm saying is,
because it could be that it doesn't consider it that sort of the same type of basic
need. Could be. There are differences between a store and. But
I can see so many reasons why it should be the same and why it should be different.
I see reasons why it's even more.
Or you could say even more. Because at the end of the day, I'm not kicking you out onto the street from where you're living.
If I don't have my store, I won't be able to pay my mortgage. I'll be out in the street.
Right. I'll lose even this property that you're.
I lose everything. I lose everything. Not just my house.
Not just that. And me kicking you out, I'm causing trouble for your business. But it's not like the tenant where I'm making him not have a place to live, mamish. Yeah.
That's why I think. I mean, it's good to.
But I could see the argument going both ways.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very good question. Very.
Baruch Hashem, as man lernt fleißig, as I say, man kommt on zu guter Scheiles.
Yeah. So, Smeh, עד שתמצא מוקים, כלומר שעמתם לך ים במזרחם, יחד לבזר, שם עד שתמצא ותשתדל לך הזמן הזה, מוקים, ואני איימור שלך בדרך בכל אלו היומים שתבקש לדירה. Right, so he's just explaining the Mechaber that what's he telling him? He's telling him, yeah. Now in the meantime, until the Chag Pesach, that you should have somewhere to stay. Why are you better than me? That meantime, until Pesach, I won't have a place to stay.
I'm sorry, I missed that. No, right, okay. Then you said now you'd sign, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, is there anything else?
That's it. So now see if you'd base in the Mechaber.
Okay, not an advice.
Lisa by Isha. He gives his house to his son to live with his wife, right? To get married with his wife, meaning to move in with his wife that he's getting married to. Im hayidei shebnei nasa chasen bisman pleni, v'yevshalei leidiyai mikaydem v'lo yediyai ein yachal haitzi. Why? Because you could meaning because you're telling him meaning because it's the same argument. He's coming and telling to him why are you better than my son? My son needs a place to live, right? Why are you better than him?
You have told me.
So he's saying, but this is different because by nafale bias, you had no way of knowing that your house is going to collapse. Here, so it depends. If you knew already, you were able to tell me. So why didn't you tell me? So it's not a good time that you have that I'm no better than you.
Can I ask you a question?
You could have told me. We would have both been okay.
Let's talk. Yeah. What would be the din if he finds his son is gewonnen nach Chosen? Sein Sohn is gewonnen nach Chosen, right? He become and he goes and he informs the Seicher. You should know, my son became a Chosen. In Lubavitch, were neig not to make long engagements. I need you out in the next 3 months, let's say, at the latest.
Yeah.
You're not going to tell me that you can throw him out if he's a kotzuv. That's for sure not. Right.
Just even by nafale bias, even his own, even if he needs where to live, you can't get
exactly. This is not going to be more than kotzuv, right?
Right.
So what is he telling us over here? That even
if it's not kotzuv, he's telling us like this.
Even if it's not kotzuv, should the winter come, it's tough because you can't throw him out.
Now, Bepashtus, the second you knew, you should have. Look. Let's say it's not Yud Beis Chodesh. Getting married in 2 months and I need a house.
Du hast ihm gesagt, du hast ihm bewahren, du hast getan.
And he's going to say, wait a second, this is Brooklyn. It's a krach. I get 12 months. And you say, listen, I didn't, but you're no better than my son. And I only know now. He just got engaged and we just decided that when the wedding.
That's a question.
I only know 2 months in advance.
So does this override?
2 months.
So does this override the rule of 12 months or 30 days? It does override?
Yeah. Because it's the same like nafale bayis. The difference being is so if you knew 2 months in advance, you have to tell him 2 months in advance.
Yeah, but sometimes 2 months doesn't help. If you have a whole winter ahead.
Okay, but 2 months
you have to wait the winter. You know what I'm saying?
But 2 months is 2 months still. It's not. It's better 2 months than the day before.
Right. So he should have done due diligence. So let's say he didn't. So what do? You adjust it.
That's a good question because according to his words, it's nicht klar. Now that I didn't tell him and I knew, but it's mashma that's the way it is. Meaning,
why?
Because remember, back then they could have an engagement that was the chassan would then go learn for 2 years and then come back.
Yeah, if you're not Rabbi Akiva, who went for longer, but but that's after he got married.
And here's another question: Does this carry over to the case? How would this carry over to a business? My son needs this storefront. He's getting married. He needs a parnasa now. Is it the same thing? Also, which would go.
Al derech what we said. Yeah.
It would roll into your shayla from before.
Yeah. Yesh maladav, but in Ipchas Dika one would be more of a shayla than that.
But, yeah, it would be more of a shayla.
Which one is more important, parnasa or dira? That's
once we answer that, if we answer that Hitake could get him out, my next question would be, and how about his son? Being that we see in the case of nafale bayis, right, which basically when the son's getting married, it's the same situation nafale bayis. My son needs a place to live now.
Yeah.
Anyway, these are just shy. It's
a very important, very important. Okay, so it says, but okay, so then
right. So, why actually Vim achshav nizdamnu isha v'ahari hu neisa miyad.
Yeah.
Right? Like the classic Appalachian, the girl shows up with her boyfriend, and the tata comes out in his overalls and a shotgun, and says by the power invested me in the shotgun, I hereby pronounce you man and wife, right? Okay,
I
so he
didn't know
only
about that.
and then he goes down the road to the barn that the other hooligan is living in, and tells him, "Get out! My son needs a place to live with his new wife, or
Right,
my
right,
daughter needs a
exactly.
place with a new husband." Right? And the guy
It
will
says,
say,
Leute.
and the guy will say, "You're telling me now," and I just found out myself. you know?
Right. הלזה יש לו להוציאו.
Yeah. So then,
כאילו
the
בדין
next thing we see,
זה יושב בבייסו ובעל בבית, יזכה. So he can take throw him out if they get married fast, right?
Yeah. So
Provide,
why I should now have to figure out a place to rent to my son? It's also hard.
yeah.
You get out, and my son has a place to live.
Right, and he's berechted to do that as long as he's moidia him ASAP.
Yeah. Now my question would be: is there proration here? Do we prorate it?
In other words, if you didn't do
what he's talking about is I knew 12. Let's say I'm in a krach. I already knew 12 months ago my son's getting married, right? He already went, right, to go to yeshiva for another year to learn, right? By the way, even nowadays, it's not unusual, in by some of the chassidishes, whatever it is, they
do it all the time.
Yeah, they get engaged, then
6
they go
months,
for a
6
year,
months.
and then they get married. I'm pretty sure, like I'm pretty sure in Bob, if they do like this.
I've seen that they go to Eretz Yisrael for 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, 12 months. I didn't hear, but
right, whatever it is, but right, but
7, 8, and 9 months.
It used to be back
in the Haim, yeah.
By the way, in Chabad, it used to be like this also.
Really?
Yeah.
They got engaged and
you went to. The problem was, as you know, Chabad ended up being in Russia, where most other people fled to Austria-Hungary.
And there it was easier.
In Chabad, they were in Russia, and all of a sudden, the Bacher would disappear. They take him to the army. He'd end up in the Gulag. He'd end up. They arrested him, and he was shot, and v'chulu v'chulu.
It never happened, right?
So it was too dangerous to. Then you would wait for a year, and now you have a Shiloh and Aguna.
Well, it wasn't Aguna because they didn't get married yet.
But they would do the. That's also, by the way, that's also why we do the kinyan. We do, by other chassidim, they do the kinyan by the l'chaim.
I know.
The real meaning they do the, what do you call it? The
Tanoim they do.
Tanoim, right? Why we don't do the Tanoim until the chasna? Same reason.
Right.
They do the Tanoim, and then the bacher disappears. He's gone.
What we do with Lubavitch, I don't know if all Lubavitch do, but my children, we met Brochen teller by the
by us we also do, but we don't do the actual Tanoim by
Tanoim, no.
By
but
other
I think
do Tanoim.
Brochen teller, they do it more to formalize it.
It's more symbolic.
Yeah, but the Brochen teller by the Kabbalah Sponim.
That's the real one.
The Gemar of the Tanoim. That's like That's not symbolic. That's a real thing.
That's right. But that's also the reason that we do it. The Tanoim we do by before the Chasna. And other Chassidim who didn't live in Russia and they didn't have the problem of the government coming and snatching people and listen, we all know the mices, like with Chanya Morozov and
sure.
I mean his son Shmuel was beaten to death
in front of him. They killed him.
I mean he was actually married already, Shmuel, but he was a younger man.
They found everything lately. They found
in fact, Meir Itkin and Meir Avtzin, they were arrested the same time.
I knew both of them. You knew both of them?
Yeah. They were neighbors. They lived right. What's it called? They lived right next. And
on Eastern Parkway.
They were the only two that they let go. They didn't shoot them. because they were only 14.
Yeah.
Okay, but had they been a bacher of 18, maybe not married yet, but a bacher of 18 who already did a tanoim and whatever.
You don't know, but there was a
And remember,
lady.
they didn't find out about them until the Lamids that they were even killed.
There was a lady in Crown Heights. She was in her 90s. Her name was Mariasha Shagalov.
Yeah, I heard of her.
She was an aguna for like 70 years. Ridiculous. She's buried near the Rebbe. I remember she was a Chassid, a real Chassidish lady. I knew her at the very. She ran a store.
74. She lived over there by the corner of Eastern Parkway in Brooklyn, no?
Yeah, you know, the Schwarzes used to go into her store. She had the Ola Torah store. They used to sell secondhand. She had a store in Kingston Avenue. And she ran it well. If a Shegas tried to steal something, she was on the ball. That lady was an aguna. Why? Because they took away her husband and they shot him the same week they shot him. Met Gonish gewusst.
Right.
So she was stuck with a whole bunch of kids. And that's it, finish. That was the end of it. She could never get married in her life. By the time she found out, I don't think he ever found out. After she died, they found out when the Gulag, when they fell, the whole communists. Then they took out and then they also found the Rebbe's father's charge papers.
Right, this is like if you like with Choni with Choni Morozov, Yankel Maskolik, all that like I think
all of them.
They were killed in Chav Ches when they were killed 3 days after they arrested them in Chav Ches.
But nobody knew.
Find out, they didn't even confirm until the Lamids that they were killed. If you remember, it was only a few years ago, like in the Samichs, a few years ago, that they found where they're buried.
Yeah, but in the case of the Rebbe's father, they actually admitted that they made a mistake with him. They suspected him. It's written on the charge papers, and that's why they released him. But yeah. it was crazy because when they released him, it was already half.
By that time, they already killed him, basically.
They basically killed him. Yeah. Okay, so
fine. So now,
can we leave it here because I have at 11:30 an appointment now?
So let's just a very small smat, and then we'll get.
Yeah, sure.
The very least, but Isha Yismeh Yudches. The two of AIDS are the shiny Ishanosan basically living over Tzorich Avia Ben as Abayis Loder Boy Veshima Yedea. Meaning the Tur gives an alternate possibility is that the father's giving his own house to his son and he's moving in. Whatever. Okay.
Makes no difference. It's the same case.
Such scenario. Same thing. Fine. Tomorrow, Mitzvah Shem, continue.
Mitzvah Shem, I'll try to be prompt because it's it's beautiful. We're doing a great thing over here.
Listen, I'm telling you, it's like being in yeshiva again. You know,
I know.
I miss these years. I miss these years so much.
This is mamish matana min hashamayim.
This is the Mesa Mashiach. That we're in different parts. What's it called? And we can have yeshiva every morning. Like
this is mamish Baruch Hashem.
Yeah.
This Osid 770 litzpashet bechol harotzis.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, Mitzvah Shem Morgan. So meanwhile, I want to.
10 a.m.
10 a.m.
Yeah, you know,
listen, we have to say Seder starts 10 a.m.
I know. I would have to pay a knas in yeshiva if I come late. Even past
when you say Seder starts, that's when coffee is done.
But for was say später auf Chazan,
Shalom Barosov used to go like this, like give the quarters, man. You know, like pay up.
No, 10 shekel knas.
Yeah. Baruch Hashem. Yeah. Heinz schon mehr wie a quarter.
Okay, good. Give Tag.
Tag gesund. Thank you. Bye-bye.